Hi, everybody, and welcome to the webinar, How to Massively Expand Your Business and Improve Your Mindset Without a Ton of Money, Time, or Energy. I am so excited to be bringing this content to you today. And we're going to get started in just a couple minutes. I'm going to give a little bit of time just so people can make sure they're arriving, but we will get started shortly because I want to honor the time that you've set aside to be here. So as you arrive, make sure you share in the chat box where you are joining us from, because I would love to know where everyone is tuning in from and where you are currently located so that we can connect and have a sense of where everyone is tuning in from for the webinar. So like I said, we'll get started in just a moment. I'm making sure everything is lined up. Oh, look, we have someone tuning in from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So we will get started in just a moment. I'm making sure all the tech is running properly, and then we're going to dive into the content that we're going to be covering today, how to massively expand your business and improve your mindset without a ton of money, time, or energy. We landed on this topic because it was the one that you, the members of my community, chose, which is really, really cool. So we decided to move forward with this topic so that you guys can all benefit from this lesson that we'll be sharing today. So we've got Katie from North Carolina, Tiffany from NYC, Julia joining us from Breckenridge, Colorado. Awesome. We've got people spanning the entire United States. I am so, so happy you ladies are here and joining us. And let's scoot on over to the webinar now that we've given people a few minutes to join so that we can get rolling with all of the good stuff that we've got in store for you guys. So first of all, welcome to the webinar. I am so happy you're joining today. I know it's not always easy to find time for something like this, but I've got a lot of good stuff in store for you. I'm so excited to be bringing it to you. So as you know, most likely, I'm Kaylin, and today we're going to be covering how to massively expand your business and improve your mindset without a ton of money, time, or energy. So if you have chosen to be here for this presentation, I thank you so very much, but I encourage you to be here fully. So close out other browsers, silence your phone, and make sure you're in a quiet place that's conducive to really absorbing the info I'll be sharing. I sent you a worksheet PDF that if you're someone who likes to take notes, it might be helpful to have that available. It was included in all of the emails prior to the webinar. So if you haven't done that, make sure you pop on over, take a moment to download that so you can make some notes while we get going. So we'll be chatting for about an hour, and the women who are attending live, you might know this already, will have the chance to receive some amazing bonuses, which I'll share more about later. So it's really awesome if you're here tuning in live because you'll have a chance at those. One of the bonuses is valued at $997, which is just, it's a really beautiful gift and complement to what we'll be chatting about today. So the first thing I want to mention right off the bat is that if you've not yet reached the level of success you've been desiring in your business, it's totally not your fault. There is so much information out there, a lot of misinformation, and it's really hard to figure out what it truly takes to be successful. So if you feel overwhelmed, if you're worried that you'll never make it and never be able to build the business and the life you've been envisioning, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right person to explain it. And hopefully the way I'm going to explain it to you today will be really, really helpful. There are a lot of business building gurus out there who tell you that you need to hustle and push and really just push yourself so hard to the breaking point and devote all of your time and energy to your business in order to be successful. But I've come to realize that that is not the truth. There's another way of reaching the success you desire, and that's why we're here today. I'm here to show that process to you. So if you're beginning to think you're simply not built to be a 24/7 workaholic entrepreneur, you were right. You are right. Your intuition is not leading you astray. We aren't meant to work our lives away. We're meant to deliver our unique gifts to the world. And if we're beaten down and burnt out, we simply cannot do that effectively. So that is why we have gathered here today. I know that you have a big, beautiful vision for your life and business, and I want to show you how to make that happen during our time together today. So, my number one goal with this presentation is to help two types of people. Number one, entrepreneurs and business owners with limited hours to work on their businesses. So, people like moms or women with full time or part time jobs, you will learn how to set yourselves up for success within the hours that you have available without feeling worried that you aren't working enough. And the other group of people that this will be really helpful for is entrepreneurs who are a couple of years into their businesses and who are working all the time and putting a ton of pressure on themselves and feel like they're missing out on having a life outside of work. They'll learn how to work fewer hours while growing their impact and income. My second goal for the presentation today is to help you realize that the only way to massively expand your business and improve your mindset without a ton of money, time, or energy is by intentionally designing your life and business. And that the only way to design your life and business is with the Design Your Life process that I'm going to introduce you to today. So, like I said earlier, and if you're new to me, I'm Kaylin Asher. I'm a lifestyle design expert, and I offer programs, products, and one on one coaching for women entrepreneurs who want to intentionally design their lives and businesses so that they can work less, make more. And we're not just talking simply about more money, although that's amazing, but more money, more impact, more time for themselves and their families, and ultimately live better. So, when I first embraced the idea that I was the designer of my life, everything shifted for me in my life and my business. I began working just 3 days a week on my business, and it wasn't crazy hours. It wasn't like 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. I was working about 9:30 to 4:30. And that was because I was a brand new mom and I wanted time with my baby daughter and my husband. And this really cool thing started to happen is that I started making more money than ever before when I was working just 3 days a week. I started having consistent 4, 5, 6K months. And within a few months of implementing my 3-day work week, I had my first multiple 5-figure month within a year, and it was a $23,000 month. And then I crossed the 6-figure mark in my business just 8 months after that. So then I went on the following year to take off 4 months for maternity leave with baby number two this was 2017, last year, and still increase my income by 15%. So that is what intentionally designing your life can offer you. Success on your terms in the way that you want it to look and the way you want it to be for yourself, your business, your family. And that is why I am so very excited to introduce you to the Design Your Life process today. Now I have a 6-figure business that I totally love. I'm a mom of 2 cutie pie little girls and was able to accomplish all of this while maintaining my 3-day work week. And of course, then enjoying awesome 4-day weekends with my adorable girls and husband. So I'm really in this place of ease and flow, and hustle is no longer part of the picture for me, which is amazing because I hated that hustle mode. Realizing that I was the designer of my life changed everything. My business got better, my life got better, and I started feeling truly successful. It was the ultimate game changer. So, if you are ready to escape the hustle mindset and want to embrace the notion that life and business can be and feel fantastic right now, you're in the right place. I am so, so pleased that you're here, and I cannot wait to share more about the Design Your Life process and how to make it work for you. So, prior to creating and understanding the Design Your Life process, I was working a lot of hours on my business. I was not making a lot of money. I was making hardly any money, and I needed side hustle projects and bridge jobs and my husband to financially support me. At the time, I was reading books by like Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk, which I love Gary's stuff, but it made me feel like I had to work all the hours and do all of the things in order to be successful. And I felt guilty when I wasn't working. I felt guilty when I was working. I felt like something was missing. And I really felt like some other people who were more successful had a key that unlocked their success, and I hadn't found it yet. I felt like I was just kind of the victim of this unsolvable problem. And I was hoping that success would one day find its way to me. I felt really busy. I felt overwhelmed, but I wasn't making progress. Things felt random. I felt unclear. I felt stressed out, and I felt worried. I really wanted, obviously, to make more money, to grow my business, to reach more people, to share my work, to feel fulfilled, successful, accomplished, all of those things, to feel confident in my ability. But it wasn't yet happening. And I really wanted to feel more than anything like I was contributing. I completely felt like a burden on my husband, although he never, ever, ever said that in any way, shape, or form. But I just didn't feel like I was pulling my weight. And I felt like people in my life might be getting impatient with me, thinking, when is she going to get a real job? When is she going to figure this out? When is something going to come through? And this, I realized, was all internal stuff that I was thinking, but it felt like that was how other people were probably viewing me. So then something unexpected happened. I found out I was pregnant with my first daughter. And at the time, I was working full time on my business and only making a part time income. And now I was at this place realizing that I was about to have a baby, that I had to figure out how to make room in my life for this new little person. And it felt really confusing. I didn't know how I could possibly make money or even grow or expand my business while ideally working less. I again felt that confusion, frustration. I felt that lack of clarity. And I was almost at a point where I was going to give up because I just didn't see a way through it. And I really didn't know the next step to take, didn't know where to go. So after taking a few months off after my daughter's birth and questioning whether or not I even wanted to return to my business, I decided that I'm going to try it my way. I realized that I had been subscribing to other people's definition of success and what it took to achieve it. And many of them were men, and they had a more masculine approach. I decided that I would try intentionally designing my ideal life and business and let that be the framework in which I attempted to create success on my terms. So when I came back from maternity leave, I decided to start with my 3-day work week, which felt really good and right. And that meant I had 4 days to be with my little baby and my husband. So the lifestyle piece felt really awesome. And so now it was to test run it with my business. So this was really my first foray into intentional design. It was a little bit of an experiment. My 3-day work week was the testing ground for it. So I gave myself Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for my business and did my best to fit in everything I had been doing before into my 3-day work week. And within a couple of months of switching to this new plan, I saw some early successes. I started having, like I mentioned before, those $5,000, $6,000 months, and they were consistent. And I realized I was on to something. I had taken back my power and intentionally designed my life and business. And something else really amazing happened too, is that my mindset massively improved and I started acting like a successful businesswoman. So that was 3 years ago. And my business has continued to grow in reach and revenue every year since. So back in February of 2016, I had my first 5-figure launch within my 3-day work week, within my intentionally designed business. And that was over $30,000 in sales. I got 8 new clients while working 3 days a week. I finally had the external confirmation of the success I had been so long desiring. And this milestone, that 5-figure month milestone, reaffirmed that with designing my life, I was on the right path by putting the the lifestyle piece first and foremost. I realized that it put my business within a context that made sense for me and allowed me to create success on my terms. So in 2017, I was able to use this newfound ability to design my life again to take 4 months off after the birth of my second daughter and still increase my income in 2017 by 15%. So, what designing my life and delving into this whole concept of intentional design has offered me on the inside is that I now have true self belief and confidence in myself, my mission, and my business as a vehicle to deliver that mission to the world. I feel successful. It was a turning point not only for my business, but for my mindset. I went from feeling like my life was just having its way with me, hoping for success to be bestowed upon me, with things feeling really random and stressful. And I realize now that we all have the ability to intentionally design life and business in a way that truly suits us and suits our needs and that needs of our family and our community. I now feel like I'm really contributing to my family, to the women I'm meant to serve. I feel like I'm truly adding value. So, by designing life on my terms and using this design your life process that we're going to delve into today, it's allowed me to work fewer hours, make more money, have more time for myself, my family, and the things I enjoy, and create the success I have been desiring for so long on my terms. So, at this point, you might be thinking, well, that might work for her, but my business is brand new, or I have major mindset blocks. I just don't see how I can design my dream life right now. I feel so far away from that desire. Or maybe you don't see a way to get to where you want to go, or you feel confused or worried or hopeless. I know I was there. So, no matter what is coming up for you as you hear my story, let me assure you this presentation is for you. We all have the ability to design our lives with intention to create anything and everything we desire. And by doing that, we not only become the best version of ourselves, but we offer our maximum contribution to the world. The way I see it, we have two choices: to let someone else dictate our lives, a boss, a partner, our kids, our parents, or we can, starting right here and right now, decide for ourselves what we want and what we want to create, and then begin creating it. If you're here, I know you're hungry to make a difference on this planet. Our time is precious, and it's only when we set ourselves up to design our lives with intention that we're able to tap into the expansive abundance that has been here all along. Most people believe they have to work endless hours, push themselves to the brink, and struggle to someday be successful. When we subscribe to that commonly held belief, we hold ourselves to an impossible standard, and we are setting ourselves up for failure because it's completely unsustainable to think you can push yourself that hard for that long. But when you embrace designing your life and the design your life process that we're going to cover today, you put living a beautiful life front and center. And yes, building an amazing business is a huge piece of that. If we want to create success on our terms, we must intentionally design our lives so that we set ourselves up for happiness and success right from the start. If you're ready for more money, more impact, more freedom, more time, more energy, more confidence, more clarity, more enjoyment, you are in the right place. So, the Design Your Life process is proven. So, this is Jasmine. She was introduced to the process through one on one coaching with me just a few short months ago, and she's already enjoying some amazing results. These are her words. I'm back into a flow that I can't deny and is magical. I've fallen in love with my business again, and I finally feel like it's loving me back. I found the motivation I've been missing while also establishing a steady rhythm of how I approach my business and haven't had that burnout feeling since. I've developed a new, healthier, and more productive mindset around my business. Kaylin teaches you how to dream big and go for it, but also how to be kind to yourself in the process. I've found my tribe. So, I want to share with you today 3 secrets that are really, really going to help you. The number one secret is incremental upgrades. How to set yourself up for lasting success by making a series of small, easy, painless tweaks. Secret number 2 is all about mindset. We're going to cover how you can drop the I have to hustle story and your biggest mindset blocks to prepare yourself to create success on your terms. And secret number 3 is where we get into actually designing our lives, and that's with the model calendar. How to design the perfect for you container in which to explode your business and feel truly fulfilled and successful. So let's move into it. Secret number 1, incremental upgrades. How to set yourself up for lasting success by making a series of small, easy, painless tweaks. So if you've been hanging out in my corner of the world for any amount of time, the concept of incremental upgrades may seem familiar, but I want to dive deeper into how and why they work so you can really integrate this Design Your Life principle, which is an essential piece of the Design Your Life process. And once you master this, you are really going to see how simple it can be to make lasting change and lasting improvements to your life and your business. So, before using the Design Your Life process to truly create a fulfilling and successful life and business, it felt like there was a huge gap between me and the success I was desiring. And I could not figure out what would close that gap for me. I kept looking for a magic bullet, something that would offer a quantum leap and suddenly springboard me to the land of success. What I realized as I dipped my toes into the Design Your Life waters was that making seemingly small incremental upgrades made me feel more successful and then create more external success, like bringing in new clients or amazing opportunities or really powerful connections. What did these incremental upgrades look like for me? They were really, really simple and small. It looked like hiring a VA for about 5 hours a month. It looked like starting to meditate for just 5 minutes a day. It looked like setting clear working hours. So like I mentioned earlier, I was working from about 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on my 3 working days, and that included about a 1-hour lunch break. It looked like exercising for 20 minutes, 5 days a week. It looked like outsourcing my Facebook ads, hiring a house cleaner just 2 times a month, drinking more water upon waking in the morning and before each meal. And another incremental upgrade that has been so helpful is purchasing pre-made dinners once a week from our local farmers market. So all of these are relatively simple, small upgrades, and I did not make them all at one time. But because they were simple and small, I was able to layer them one after the next, and I began feeling more successful. And when I started feeling more successful, I started functioning more like a successful business owner and taking the inspired action steps necessary to grow and develop my business my way, in a way that was aligned with how I truly wanted to design my life. So let me share with you some stories of other people's incremental upgrades. So one client of mine was a busy mom of 2 with a full-time job. She used the principle of incremental upgrades to design her life, and that looked like negotiating her full-time work down to just 4 days. So now she has a full day every single week to devote to her business, which makes it easier to set up her ideal work week and ensure she's on track with all of her feel-good goals for her business. Another woman who applied the principle of incremental upgrades is a writing coach. She's got school-age children, and she also has a teaching job outside of writing her writing coaching work. She recognized several small upgrades that she could easily and cost effectively make that enabled her to be more productive and efficient, and more importantly, feel successful and at ease. So she now has a VA who is supporting her. She's getting bi-weekly massages, which is awesome. I should add those into my incremental upgrades, and has time for the daily exercise that she craves. So important. Another client I have is an intuitive eating coach she just had a new baby and did not know how to get back to work. She couldn't figure it out. So she used the principle of incremental upgrades to gracefully step back into work after her maternity leave. And now she's using the Design Your Life process to set up a schedule with lots of work-life harmony so that she can enjoy plenty of time with her new baby and her small son. And finally, there's a client who is a weight loss coach who was working 7 days a week, and her partner started complaining, saying, "You just have to stop working so much. This is ridiculous. We've got no lives." So she used the idea of incremental upgrades, and she's now gotten her weekends back, which is beautiful and amazing. And she's taking a lunch break every workday, and she has more time for both her business and her partner. Her business is now on a sustainable growth track, and she's enjoying life more and more. So all of these women had time constraints and patterns that left them feeling like they never had enough time to get all the things done that they needed to do. But with the incremental upgrade principle of the Design Your Life process, they were not only able to structure their businesses in a way that felt truly supportive, but they also experienced other amazing wins too on a personal level. You see, to be successful and at ease in your life, it's not about quantum leaps. This is really, really key. It is not about quantum leaps. It's about improving your life and your business starting right now, starting where you are, honoring and celebrating that, and then creating a plan for feel-good growth that is supported by mindset and inspired actions. When you learn how to recognize, define, and implement the perfect for you upgrades that'll allow your life and business to expand, success is yours. And that is what the Design Your Life process is all about. It's about meeting you where you're at and taking you where you want to go. So perhaps you might be thinking, I'm just starting out, or I have major time constraints like kids or a full-time job or other side projects. Or maybe you're thinking only successful people have the ability to hire support or take time for themselves or work fewer hours. But the really cool thing is the Design Your Life principles that I'm sharing with you today that are all part of the Design Your Life process, like making incremental upgrades, they meet you where you're at and set you on track for where you want to go. There is no prerequisite other than a desire to feel truly successful, both personally and professionally, starting right now. So let's cover the first fundamental truth. Using the Design Your Life principle of incremental upgrades, which is simply making a series of small, easy, painless tweaks to your life and business, you can set yourself up for lasting success on your terms. This allows you to fully customize the look of your life and work to best suit your needs and the needs of your family. So this is really, really key, guys. I want you to soak this in. By making a series of small, easily painless tweaks to your life and your business, small shifts like the ones I shared that I have done and that the women within my coaching and my programs have done, they were able to customize the look of their life and their work so that they started feeling amazing and successful right now. Let's move on to secret number 2, mindset. How to drop the I have to hustle story and your biggest mindset blocks and prepare yourself to create success on your terms. So, what using the Design Your Life process has offered me in terms of mindset is a sense of taking back control of the trajectory of my life and business. I went from feeling like I was striving for someone else's version of success to taking it into my own hands and creating it in a way that truly resonates with me and the life that I desire to have. So, I realized that even though I said I believed that I was the creator of my life and business, I wasn't fully embracing it because I was subscribing to the idea that there was only one way to be successful, and that was to struggle, to push, and to hustle. Now that my life and my business are living proof that each and every one of us has the ability to choose the way in which we create our success, I realize that this Design Your Life process has to be shared and has to be passed on because it is so beneficial to know that we are the creators of our lives and have the ability to take back that power. So I want to share some other people's stories with you as well. So another really powerful example of this is a woman I worked with who was an executive coach in the startup phase of her business. So before embracing the Design Your Life process, she often felt anxious, like she was constantly behind where she should be. Plus, she was a mom of two, she's a wife, she has household responsibilities, and she was struggling to create time and have enough energy for her business. Her powerful drive, because it lacked focus, was making her feel really busy and rushed, while also feeling like she wasn't accomplishing much of anything. But by applying the Design Your Life process to her mindset, she has now reframed her I have to hustle mentality and is feeling more at ease with the process of building her business and enjoying the process more. So, as I like to say, the journey must align with the destination, and the Design Your Life process offers you the opportunity to do just that. So, perhaps you might be thinking, I'm scared that if I work fewer hours, I'll make less money. Totally reasonable. When you design your life with intention, though, you come to fully understand the value of your time. And the fewer hours you work, the more valuable your time gets. Trading time for money is an antiquated model that is really on its way out. The new wave is working smarter, not harder. And when you truly believe in your ability to design your life, you understand how to capitalize on the limited hours or the fewer hours that you choose to be working in a way that making money becomes an expansive process, not a constrictive one. Perhaps you're thinking, my business is new. Of course, I need to work all the time to get it off the ground. I have to hustle. So we have to really face the facts here. The more hours you work, the more busy you may feel, but you're not necessarily more productive. In fact, studies have shown that after the 25-hour mark for our work week, our cognitive performance decreases as fatigue and stress take over. So more hours doesn't mean that we're getting more done or being more effective. We just are filling our time with more busyness, not necessarily more effective ways of using our time. Or maybe you're thinking, I don't even know what my mindset blocks are. I know I felt like that for years. I don't even know, excuse me, I don't even know what's holding me back. So, awareness is really the first step. So, good for you for recognizing that the blocks even exist. That's a great starting place. The next step is to just take a deep breath because worrying about your mindset blocks is just compounding the problem. And the beautiful thing about the Design Your Life process is that you don't even have to know what's blocking you in order to overcome it. You just have to shed some awareness on it. And by showing up for this webinar today, you're doing exactly that. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm a procrastinator, or I have shiny object syndrome, or it's so hard to get clients, or I'll never be successful, or whatever other storylines are filling your head. So, storylines are all forms of resistance thrown on our way when our mindset isn't aligned with our desires. But when you use the Design Your Life process, which gives you a personalized step-by-step system to create success on your terms, these elements of resistance decrease immensely because you're not feeling at the mercy of your negative thoughts. You're back in the driver's seat, which is just a much more comfortable place to be. So let's move on to fundamental truth number 2. Bring this all together. When you finally drop your I have to hustle story and begin to clear your mindset blocks, you prepare yourself to create success on your terms. Let's go over that one more time. When you finally drop the I have to hustle story and begin to clear your mindset blocks, you prepare yourself to create success on your terms. Awesome. We're rolling here. Let's move on to secret number 3, model calendar. How to design the perfect for you container in which to explode your business and feel truly fulfilled. So before using the Design Your Life process to create my model calendar, my business completely lacked structure. I didn't have a clear start time or end time to my workday, which meant I would often begin working later in the day than I wanted and then feel guilty about it. All day, then I would kind of ping pong between tasks without consistent focus. And then at the end of the day, feel totally burnt out because I had been scattered and just feeling really busy, but without making progress. Now that I have designed a work week that makes sense for me with these principles of intentional design, the fog that used to cloud my working hours has really lifted. So instead of waking in the morning already feeling stressed out and wanting to hit the snooze button, I get up feeling ready and energized to move into my day, feeling the focus and clarity that comes from working with my best hours and ideal schedule instead of fighting them and pushing myself too long and too hard. So I want to share a couple stories here with you. So before using the Design Your Life process to create her model calendar, this busy consultant felt like her client work was draining her energy and she didn't have enough space in her calendar to focus on the new exciting projects or to take care of herself. So she used the Design Your Life process that I so love teaching. She discovered that she wanted to batch her clients together and work with them bi-weekly so that every other week was completely open for creative projects so that she could continue to grow her business instead of feeling overwhelmed by the day to day. And then there is this next case study. This woman was in the very early stages of her business and found that her personal to-dos and responsibilities always overtook her working hours. And then she would feel really guilty for not working more. So after creating her model calendar by using my step-by-step Design Your Life process, she was able to hold herself accountable to her most important business to-dos and enjoy her personal time more because she didn't feel like she was constantly robbing time from her business for her personal life. Structure in both of these cases gave these women freedom. So perhaps you're thinking, I don't know where to begin. I don't know what to focus on, what to do, and I struggle with organization. I hear you. So perfect, actually. You are in the perfect place because you're a fresh slate. Using the Design Your Life process will give you a clear step-by-step system for creating your perfect for you model calendar, which will enable you to massively expand your business, just like it did for me when I moved my 3-day work week and gave myself a clear container. I finally had a framework in which to create success on my terms. Prior to that, I was just making it up as I went along, throwing stuff, see if it stuck, but I didn't have any structure. Maybe you're thinking, I have so many responsibilities and to-dos. I don't think I could ever create work-life balance. So if you're currently working 60 hours a week and hoping to cut down to 20, I'm going to be really honest here. That's probably not going to happen in one fell swoop. I encourage comfortable, feel-good steps like the incremental upgrades we talked about. And when you embrace the Design Your Life process, we want you to move into this with sustainability, not a flash in the pan. So the key is that we align you with your highest goals and move you in the direction of what you desire for your life and business. Then you can come back to the Design Your Life process anytime you're ready for your next round of upgrades. So like I explained earlier, I didn't make all of my upgrades, the VA, the house cleaner, purchasing weekly meals for my family, all of the things I listed. I didn't make them all at once. I stepped into them gracefully and gradually so that they felt comfortable and sustainable. Or maybe you're thinking, shouldn't I focus on or invest in a business or marketing or program instead of something that's going to help me design my life? So before I discovered the Design Your Life process, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on business and marketing programs and courses, and nothing significantly changed my income or helped me create success that I desired, like the Design Your Life process did, that enabled me to move into my 3-day work week and hit my first 6-figure year. The thing is, we can intellectually know the best business and marketing strategies, but if we're not focused and consistent in our efforts, they simply won't work. So I want you to think of it like this. If you were going to make a cake and you're all ready to put this cake together, you wouldn't just pull out the ingredients and then dump them on the counter and hope the cake would magically come together. You'd put the ingredients in a bowl to combine them in the most effective, efficient way. Similarly, you can have all the best ingredients in terms of marketing, strategy, business techniques, programs like that. But if you don't have a container in which to combine them, which in this case would be the Design Your Life process, it's not going to come together. So here's fundamental truth number 3. So if you're following along with your worksheet, make sure you're ready. Intentionally designing your model calendar is the single best way to create the perfect for you container in which to explode your business and move forward and feel truly fulfilled and successful right now. It's the best way I know to create the success you are looking for. So let's unpack this a bit. If you applied the idea of incremental upgrades and implemented a series of small, easy, painless improvements to your life and business, then dropped your I have to hustle story and your mindset blocks once and for all, and then designed your model calendar so you have the perfect for you container in which to explode your business and feel truly fulfilled, do you think you could massively expand your business and improve your mindset? So I want to ask you a question. Are you excited about what we just talked about? So give yourself a moment here just to do a body, gut, intuition check with that one. Do you feel excited about what we just talked about? I hope so. It gets me really excited. Are you maybe feeling a little overwhelmed because we covered so much? We certainly did. I'm trying to keep this, to a reasonable amount of time, probably around an hour. It's really impossible for me to cover all the elements of the Design Your Life process in a 60-minute presentation, but I'm doing my best to get through it as effectively as I can and go over as much as possible. And I wanted to let you know I've created a really special and super, super affordable Design Your Life package for those who are ready to move forward and want to implement and act on what you've learned today. So if you guys are cool with it, I'm going to spend just the next few minutes going over this unique offer that I put together to help you learn and implement the Design Your Life process so you can apply it to every area of your business and your life so that you can create your ideal life top to bottom and start living it right now, just as I have done with my 3-day work week and how that has enabled me to grow and expand my business and hit those milestones like my first 6-figure year. So let me share this with you. So what you're going to get when you enroll right now is access to Design Your Life School, where you'll not only learn my Design Your Life process, but also receive my personal guidance to apply that process to your life and business in order to massively expand your business and improve your mindset without a ton of money, time, or energy. So what you get inside Design Your Life School, you get monthly live classes with me, you get a monthly on-demand lessons, and you get ongoing support, guidance, and accountability you need to transform your life and business so that you can be the happiest, most successful you that you can possibly be. So let me introduce you to Hannah. She's a new parent coach, a pregnancy mentor, and she has been using the Design Your Life process to intentionally design her life and business in a way that totally works for her. This has included Wednesdays off to spend time with her new baby niece, half days on Friday, and the flexibility for spur of the moment travel. All of this while also landing amazing high end clients that she absolutely adores who pay her premium rates for her specialized services. By using the Design Your Life process, she's found her ideal work life harmony. So I want to take a quick sec and clearly address who Design Your Life School is for, just so you know if it's a good fit for you or not. The school is for new entrepreneurs who want a clear plan for success on their terms and need the ongoing support and accountability to stick to it. It's a great fit for moms who want to work from home and want to know what to focus on in order to have more time and income for their families. It's a great fit for full-time workers who want to prioritize their limited hours to build up a successful side hustle so they can escape the 9 to 5. And it's also a great fit for seasoned entrepreneurs who want a clear framework for working smarter, not harder, so that they can enjoy life while expanding their business. So you might be thinking you can't get started with this because you feel like you shouldn't invest in yet another program for your business. I hear you. There's a lot of programs out there, and I want to explain why that would be a mistake that would hold you back from success. You see, Design Your Life School isn't just another static program that will sit on the shelf. It's a living, breathing community, chock full of a growing library of tools, resources, tons of support, and unprecedented accountability. Plus, amazing, like minded ladies who will totally get you and what it takes to design a life on your terms. Design Your Life School is for anyone who is looking for clear guidance from a mentor, a plan that makes sense for them, and the support and the accountability to move forward with it. It's for women who are ready to take back control and intentionally design their lives and businesses instead of living on autopilot according to someone else's rules. So, whether you're just starting a business, you still have a full-time job, you have little kids, or are working so hard for so many hours you can't see straight, Design Your Life School will meet you where you're at and help you make the necessary changes to start living a life that feels truly authentic and sets you up to create success on your terms without sacrifice or struggle. So when you enroll now, you're going to get access to Design Your Life School and the value of this for 1 year of access is $1,997. But I have a bit more that I want to share with you so that you really see how amazing this package is, because I have built some things in to make it so appealing, but super, super affordable. So as part of this special package, you're also going to get a private members only Design Your Life Facebook group, direct access to me, monthly Design Your Life calendars, the Vivid Vision plan book, the sales clarity training, my Mamapreneur mindset training, as well as guided meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards. So you'll be able to, with the private members only Facebook group, ask the questions that you want to ask, mastermind, find connection and support, and get honest feedback, share your ideas, and of course, have accountability. We set everybody up with accountability partners who wants it. With direct access to me, we're going to have live classes, group calls, and our members only private Facebook group is also where we can connect. Monthly calendars will keep you on track so you know exactly what's on the syllabus for that month so you can look forward to and plan time for it. The Vivid Vision plan book will help you discover and outline your biggest personal and professional goals. The sales clarity training will help you master the art of feel-good sales conversations. Mamapreneur mindset training will help you remove your biggest mindset blocks, especially if you're a mom. And the guided meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards that you'll receive every month will help you integrate that month's lesson. You'll also be able to get rid of some of these, all these tools are designed to help you alleviate any worry, questions, or unknowns that might crop up during the process of designing your life and business. They'll enable you to release your negative storylines and patterns that are holding you back and keeping you stuck in the I have to hustle mindset. and you'll be able to once and for all release any loneliness you might feel in this entrepreneurial journey as you connect with a powerful group of women who believe in their ability to create success on their terms. When I was first figuring out how to design my life and business on my terms, I ran into three big problems. I felt really alone in the process of building my business. I didn't have a mentor to consistently guide me, and my mindset was holding me back. And with these three things in mind, I created this special Design Your Life package for you to eliminate those problems so you could have a like-minded community of change makers to connect with, have direct access to me, and receive the coaching you need to make real and lasting change, and be supported in making the mindset shifts that are necessary to intentionally design your ideal life and business on your terms. Over the years, I have spent tens of thousands of dollars on programs and coaching to get the support, community, and mindset I needed to succeed. And it took me over 7 years to work out the kinks and finally find my flow with the Design Your Life process. But the great thing is, now that I figured it out, I don't want you to have to go through that long, expensive process. It's such a waste of time and money. So I'm going to include all of these tools I just mentioned in this special offer. So when you use these tools, you'll not only save the time and money I spent to create them, but you'll also save the months or even years of wasted time on trial and error as you attempt to figure out how to intentionally design your life and business on your terms. Instead, you'll be setting yourself up for success right from the start. So you might be thinking, I have so much on my plate already, I don't know if it's the right time to take on more. I hear you and I totally understand. I know that each and every one of you who's watching right now has a full life, and the thought of taking on yet another thing can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing. Design Your Life School is about giving you back your power, giving you back your time, and creating more spaciousness in your life, not less. When you enroll in Design Your Life School, you'll have the key to creating success on your terms in every area of your life, from business to wealth to health to relationships to mindset and beyond. And to me, that is really priceless. My lifestyle and time with my family is my number one priority. And the Design Your Life process that I teach within Design Your Life School has given me that multifold, plus a thriving business I adore. So I know it can offer you the same. And I know that these additional tools that I'm sharing will ensure that you get everything out of Design Your Life School so that you not only succeed, but exceed your own expectations. So let's lay it all out there. With this special package, you're getting Design Your Life School, private members only Facebook group, direct access to me, monthly DYL calendars, the Vivid Vision Plan Book, Sales Clarity Training, the Mompreneur Mindset Training, guided meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards. And the total value of that comes to $8,679. But there's another piece of this package that I want to share with you. And this is my most popular money mindset program called Money Clarity, which helps you clear your money blocks, up-level your wealth consciousness, and perfectly price your offerings to find your money flow in business. In the early days of figuring out my business, I really struggled with my money mindset. And because of that, it took me years to start having my consistent 4, 5, 6K months that I mentioned earlier. But you will not have to worry about that, because when you invest now in Design Your Life School, you will automatically receive my Money Clarity program for free, which will expedite this process for you. And this special bonus will make it faster and easier for you to hit all of your income milestones as you implement the Design Your Life School teachings. So the Money Clarity program walks you step by step through the process of clearing your biggest money blocks once and for all, so they never ever hold you back in life and business again. So you might be thinking, I'm not sure if I have the money to invest in Design Your Life School right now. I hear you, but with this special package I put together for you, you'll be getting so much more than just a way to design a great business. You'll have the framework for creating success on your terms in every area of your life. Plus, you'll have my ongoing support and guidance during the entire process, a expanding, loving community of like-minded ladies to mastermind with and hold you accountable, and a means for eliminating your biggest money blocks. Awesome. And money clarity specifically will totally transform your relationship with money so that moving forward, you'll no longer feel the paralyzing anxiety that can come up out of nowhere when you're ready to make an important investment in yourself or your business. I truly believe that if you join me within Design Your Life School, it will be some of the best money that you've ever invested in yourself and your business. So let's line it up again. We've got Design Your Life School, the Facebook group, direct access to me, monthly calendars, the Vivid Vision Plan Book, sales clarity training, Mamapreneur Mindset training, meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards, plus the Money Clarity Program valued at $297, bringing the total value to this point up to $8,976. But a really cool addition that I want to add on top of that is this special offer for my Create Your Model Calendar program. It's a powerful mini course that's actually a little piece of my 3-day workweek program. And it teaches you how to create your perfect for you model calendar, like I described earlier in this webinar. So this is a really, really key piece because you will learn how to create your perfect for you calendar, how to define your ideal lifestyle and translate that into your model calendar, how to find and make the upgrades necessary to live that model calendar, and what to put on it and what I put on mine in case you need some ideas. Plus, I explain a really important concept of ideal time versus real time, and how embracing this shift of real time versus ideal time can really shift everything in your life and business for the better. In the early days of my 3-day work week, I really struggled with how to prioritize my time and the best way to lay out my workday and work week for maximum results while still maintaining ease and flow. But you will not have to worry about that because when you invest now, you automatically receive my Create Your Model Calendar lesson, which will walk you step by step through this process. You might be thinking, I'm not sure if I have the time right now to enroll in Design Your Life School. Well, with the model calendar lesson in your toolkit, you'll have a clear framework for designing your ideal work week, which means you'll have the ability to create the time you need for your priorities. Having a model calendar for your schedule means that you'll no longer get to the end of your workday and think, what the heck did I do all day? I hate that feeling when that happens. You'll instead have a formula for being your most focused, efficient, productive self, not only during your working hours, but outside of them too. So if you're ready to design your ideal work week as a stepping stone to create your ideal life, you need this valuable model calendar lesson in your back pocket. So let's line it up again. Design Your Life School, the private Facebook group, direct access to me, monthly calendars, the Vivid Vision Plan Book, sales clarity training, the Mamapreneur Mindset training, the guided meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards, the Money Clarity program, and the model calendar lesson valued at $297, bringing the total value up to $9,273. So now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you over $9,000 for this package, but I just wanted you to clearly see that's the value I'm including for you. And if all the Design Your Life process did was help you make all the upgrades necessary to live your ideal life, it would be worth $9,273. Or if all it did was help you totally eliminate all of your mindset blocks once and for all of them gone forever, so that you could enjoy ease and flow in your life and your business, would it be worth $9,273 to you? Or if all it did was help you design your model calendar so that you can start living your ideal work week, like I did with my 3-day work week, and set you up for success on your terms, would it be worth $9,273 to you? So I had two choices here today. I could offer a one-off program or course and leave you to figure it out on your own without my ongoing help or support. But the issue with that approach is that it didn't totally align with my values and mission because it doesn't give you what you truly need in terms of strategies, support, accountability, and ongoing guidance. So I decided on a different route. which requires a longer-term commitment, but in exchange for that, we're able to come together in a way that best supports your desired outcome, to design your life on your terms. Now we can dedicate more time, energy, and resources to guarantee your success with ongoing support, accountability, and guidance. So if you know how to intentionally design everything you desire for your life and business top to bottom, and you knew how to plan and execute your biggest business goals within a perfect for you system, what would it be worth to you? How much would you pay to have a step-by-step process that would set you on track to reach or surpass both your professional and personal goals again and again and again? How much would it be worth to have a year of direct access to support guidance from a mentor who was used the Design Your Life process to create a 3-day work week, 4-day weekends, 5-figure months, and 6-figure years, and who could teach you how to create similar results in your own life and business? I'm sure you're beginning to see why my one-on-one clients pay over $6,500 for a similar result from me. But it's not an expense, it's an investment, not only for your business, but for yourself and your long-term happiness. So as part of this very special package, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to get access to Design Your Life School, the Facebook group, access to me, the calendars, plan book, the sales clarity training, the Mompreneur mindset training, meditations and mantras, and the 2 special programs, Money Clarity and Model Calendar. All of that is a value of $9,273. You've already seen how this very special package is worth that. And even at that rate, for what's included, it's still a fantastic value for all it provides. But because of your keen interest and dedication to designing life on your terms, which you've demonstrated by still being here with me now, I want to offer you a very, very special offer. All you have to do is click the button below the webinar to enroll in Design Your Life School now for just $29 a month or $290 for 1 year of enrollment. This is an all-time low price, and it won't be around for too long. The price is going up on March 29th, and the doors will be closing shortly thereafter. So if everything I've outlined for you is speaking to you, and if it's calling to you, I would love to have you join me in the inaugural class of Design Your Life School for the super, super affordable price of just $29 a month or $290 a year. And when you enroll now, you lock in this all-time low rate for the lifetime of your enrollment in Design Your Life School. So if you were to work with a one-on-one coach like myself to design your life and business, and determine what upgrades are necessary to create success on your terms, to align your mindset for success, and to clear any blocks against working less and making more, and to plan out all of your feel-good goals for the next 6 to 12 months, and to determine the means for achieving them on your terms, it would easily cost you upwards of $6,500. That's what my one-on-one clients pay to work with me. Or if you try to do it on your own, it would likely take years to figure out how to design your life and business in a way that makes complete sense for you, your family, your lifestyle, and also serves your clients and community in the biggest, best way possible. It took me years to figure it out. And then it might take even longer to implement a plan and adjust it to truly meet your and your business's needs. We sit so closely to our businesses that sometimes without a clear plan for forward motion, we get stuck. We start spinning our wheels. But because Design Your Life School gives you the strategies, framework, and community support to do it yourself, and I want to make this teaching accessible to you no matter what stage of business you're at, you're only going to pay $29 a month or $290 for a year. As I see it, you have 2 choices at this point. Choice number 1, you could do nothing. And if you choose to do nothing, nothing changes. I know that. I've learned that many times over in my life and my business. Nothing improves and nothing gets better. Or choice number 2, to take a step towards the success you desire by designing a life you love. Sure, it might feel like a little bit of a leap of faith, but in the end, we often regret the things we didn't do rather than the things we did. Plus, I want to offer you my personal guarantee. The Design Your Life process works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who follow 100% of the process. But in case it doesn't work for you, you're covered by our 10-day money-back guarantee. So you can test it out, see if you like Design Your Life School, and if it's not a good fit, you just let us know and you get your money back. So the real question is this: is it worth taking a bit of your time to check out Design Your Life School? Even if this program only does half of what I've outlined today, it will pay for itself when you clear your biggest mindset blocks and start enrolling more clients and making more money than ever before. When you design your model calendar and free up a handful of hours each week for new clients as you organize, optimize, and outsource. Make a handful of incremental upgrades to your life and business and that give you more time for yourself and the people you love and enjoy most while still growing your business like never before. So let's take a look at it again. Access to Design Your Life School, a private members-only Facebook group, direct access to me, monthly calendars to keep you on track, the Vivid Vision Plan Book to define and map out your biggest goals, the Sales Clarity Training so you master the art of feel-good sales conversations, Mompreneur Mindset Training to clear your biggest mindset blocks, monthly guided meditations, visualizations, and mantra cards, the Money Clarity Program to help you clear your money blocks, find your money flow, and make more money than ever before, and the Model Calendar lesson to help you define your ideal schedule and start living it. Total value of $9,273, but during this special offer, it's all yours just for $29 a month. Or if you pay in full upfront for the year, $290 for the year means you get 2 months for free. Like I said, all you have to do is click the button below the webinar to enroll in Design Your Life School now, and this entire package is yours. This very special low price is only available until March 29th, and after that, the price is going up and the doors will be closing. So if you would like to get in with this inaugural class and lock in this all-time low rate for the lifetime of your membership in Design Your Life School, now is the time to act. Also, just for those who are watching live right now, I have one final bonus for the first 5 women who enroll before the end of this webinar. I'm gifting the first 5 women who enroll in Design Your Life School right now before the end of this webinar. They will get access to my entire Business Clarity Accelerator program. This must-have program walks you step by step through the process of designing the very best business for you and covers everything from marketing to mindset, to identifying and finding perfect for you clients, to creating consistent content, to designing the perfect packages with the perfect pricing, to increasing your online visibility, and more. This program, Business Clarity Accelerator, is a value of $997, which brings the total value of today's very special offer to $10,000 to over $10,000, $10,270. So as you can see, I have jam-packed this offer with so much value for you guys. I'm so excited about Design Your Life School. It's an amazing container in which to create the success that you desire with my support, the community's support, and for a super, super affordable price point. I created Design Your Life School because I was talking to the women of my community and they were saying that this is what they needed. They need a plan of action. They need a community of support. They need a mentor who gets them, and they need an affordable investment that makes sense for where they're at right now. And that's why I put this offer together for you. So this is everything that you'll be getting when you enroll today, plus the first 5 women who enroll before the end of this webinar will also gain access to my Business Clarity Accelerator program. It's a value of $997. It brings the total value of today's package to over $10,000. But when you enroll now, You get all of this for just $29 a month. And when you enroll, there are no contracts, there's no confusion about it. You can cancel your membership at any time. And there's also that 10-day money back guarantee. So between those, there's really no risk for you. It's an amazing space in which to connect with the women you want to connect with, to get the customized plan you're needing to grow your business, and to have consistent access to me all along the way. So let's get the clock going so we can start taking some questions. So there are just 20 minutes left to be the first in the door. It looks like women are already enrolling, so some of those Business Clarity Accelerator programs are already getting scooped up. So if you want one of them, I encourage you to act now. I'm going to take a little time now to answer questions. So if you have any, you can pop them in the chat box, and I'll do my best to get around to everyone who has questions. Okay, let's see what we've got here. First question, why should I enroll in Design Your Life School now? Great question. So this is the lowest price that enrollment will ever be. Every time we open the doors, the price will probably go up a little bit, but if you get in now, you'll be locked in at the rate of $29 a month or $290 per year for the lifetime of your enrollment. So no matter what price increases might come in the future, you will be immune to them. You'll be grandfathered in at this price point. Plus, doors are closing for this inaugural round of enrollment on March 29th. So we've only got a little bit of time to get this class together so that we all can get started on the new month's content April 1st. Another question, how is Design Your Life School different from other group programs or courses? So Design Your Life School is a membership model. The reason being is that I want to provide you with not just a one-time self-study experience like so many courses or programs do, but with the ongoing support, guidance, accountability, and community that you need to truly design your life on your terms. It can be really hard to create lasting change in a flash in the pan, small, 8-week course or 8-week program. But when you have the opportunity to be consistently supported by a mentor and by a community who gets you and understands you, and you're able to apply the Design Your Life process to different areas of your life and business, that's how true transformation occurs, when we're able to come together in that way. That's why I'm so excited to be creating this school for you so that we have the ability to come together in that way, to have that support and community and guidance and accountability that you need for that. It looks like a few more women have enrolled. We still have a couple of the Business Clarity Accelerator programs available. So if that is something that you're hoping to gain access to, I do hope that you take the initiative to enroll now. Like I said before, you'll get locked in at this all-time low rate forever. 10-day money-back guarantee. So if you're feeling like it's not a good fit, you have that out, or you can cancel your membership at any time. There's no contracts, no confusion around that. So what is the structure of Design Your Life School? Great question. So every month, we have a different community chosen topic that we're moving into. In April, the topic is mindset. It was chosen by the task force that I brought together to help me create Design Your Life School. So we'll have a live class around the topic of mindset where I'll be sharing some processes, some systems, techniques, practices that will help you design your mindset for success. We'll be having a live Q&A, so you can actually get on the call with me and receive personalized coaching. If that's something you desire to do, or you can attend and just listen to other people's questions. We will be having co-working hours in the Facebook group every week so that you're being held accountable to the work that you want to be doing for your life and your business. We have accountability partners and accountability groups that are available to you so that you'll stay on track if external accountability is something that helps you. And you also get a beautifully designed and very, very helpful week-by-week workbook every single month so that you know exactly what action items are on your plate for each week. It's my goal within Design Your Life School not to overload you with content. I know a lot of memberships, or at least I've been told that a lot of memberships can feel overwhelming because there's so much to work through. I've done my very best to make it very streamlined so that it's only a handful of hours per month that you'd be dedicating for maximum results. Let's see if we have any other questions coming through. When does it start? Great question. So when you enroll, you get immediate access to your initial trainings and bonuses that were outlined on this webinar. But our first official month together, because Design Your Life School is brand new, is going to be starting in April. So that's when we'll unveil all of the mindset teachings. We'll have our live class on mindset. We'll have our Q&A on mindset. We'll go week by week together to design your mindset for success. April is when we'll get going. Until that kind of kickoff on April 1st, there's a lot of juicy content already housed in the Design Your Life School member portal so that you, if you're anxious to get going, you can dive in there. And of course, our Facebook group is already open. So the people who have already enrolled can gather in there and start getting to know one another and connecting with me even before we dive into April's mindset content. Let's see if we have some other questions coming in. Okay, someone asked, what does direct access to you mean? So what I mean by that is we will have live calls where you can hop on the call with me and ask your specific questions and receive coaching from me directly for your specific things that are coming up. I'm also very active in the Facebook group, so you can always tag me in posts so that if you have a specific question around something, I can give you guidance right there and then. And we also will be having co-working hours. So there'll be times where I'll pop into the group and kind of have ask me anything threads or some, spur of the moment coaching. So you can always catch those moments too. So there's multiple ways to connect with me, either live on calls when we're having live lessons and classes together or in the Facebook group so that you're always feeling supported and you know that you have my feedback when you need it. Will the price ever increase? So we touched on this before, but I'll mention it again. The price point of $29 a month or $290 for the year, which means you get 2 months for free, is available just until March 29th. At that point, the doors will be closing. When they open again, the price point will be higher. So when you enroll now, you lock in this all-time low price for the lifetime of your membership. So if you decide to stay with Design Your Life School for the long haul, even if we open and close the doors several times and let in multiple classes, you will be grandfathered in at the price point you join at. So whatever it is today for you will be that for the lifetime of your enrollment. Let's see if we have any more questions coming in. We've got a little bit more time. I think there's still one or two of the Business Clarity Accelerator programs left. So if that bonus is intriguing to you, if you're excited about it, I recommend that you take a moment to enroll now so that you grab one of those Business Clarity Accelerator bonuses. It's valued at just under $1,000. It's a full, complete program. It's a 6-module program, so it's really comprehensive. So if you've been on the fence about, do I want to join a membership or do I want to do kind of a foundational program like B-School or something along those lines, this will meet you right there and hit that sweet spot of both, where you have the program you're needing to lay a solid foundation for your business, figuring out your clients, your messaging, your programs, your mindset, your vision, all of those items, and also the ongoing support of a community and myself. This is a great opportunity to capitalize on both of those. So question, how is Design Your Life School different from other memberships? So in my opinion, Design Your Life School is different than other memberships in a number of ways. But the thing that I think is really cool that in the creation of it, I brought together over 30 women from my community to help me develop it. I asked them what they need, what they're looking for, what would support them most in life and business. And then I took all of that and created this membership. So this isn't something that I developed in isolation. This is something I did in collaboration with the community, which I just think is a really beautiful way to move into a membership because a membership is all about community. A few other things that are really important to me. Number one, accountability and action. They're so, so important. So I've taken extra steps and built in extra support to ensure you learn, integrate, and implement all of the business and life-changing content shared within Design Your Life School. The content is all community driven, meaning that the monthly topics and individual lessons are based upon what the women inside Design Your Life School want and need most. So you're always learning what you most need. It's a super affordable price point with a lot of access to me. Like I mentioned, it's just $29 a month until the price goes up on March 29th. And Design Your Life School is also about more than just building a great business, although that's super fun and super exciting. It's also about creating a fulfilling, fun, and meaningful life, too. It's something that's really important to me. That's why I have a 3-day work week so that I have lots of time for my family. And it's something that I've taken into consideration with building this membership, that I want this to enhance not just your business, but your life as well. Here's another question for you. Is Design Your Life School just another membership I'll never use but be afraid to leave? No, Design Your Life School, it's really a living, breathing community designed to assist you in your greatest fulfillment and expansion into the woman and the business owner that you most desire to be. So, with that in mind, like I said before, I've taken extra measures to ensure that loads of accountability and feel good action are baked right in. So, this means that the lessons are timely, but not time consuming. The content is really, really informative, but it's not overwhelming. And the community is engaged and extremely supportive. So, we also offer, as requested, accountability measures that will help to really keep you on track. Because in talking to women, one of the biggest things that they were mentioning as I was developing the ideas for Design Your Life School is that they really need the accountability factor to be in place in order to take consistent action forward and stay focused. And so we are making that a top priority to ensure that you get the accountability in place that you need, not just in the form of email reminders about content being released, but pairing you up, if you so desire, with other members of the community so that you connect with one another and have that accountability piece in place. It's ultimately my intention to create an environment in which you feel extremely supported and guided so that you can easily learn, integrate, and implement all of the business and life-changing content that is shared within Design Your Life School. Let's see if we have other questions here. I'm going to take a sip of water. Popping over and see if any came through. Woohoo! Someone just wrote in that they just signed up. That's awesome! Yay! I don't know what your name is because I just see anonymous with the number, but I'm super excited that you just signed up. That's awesome. You definitely are getting Business Clarity Accelerator. There's still some available. So let's see if any other questions popped up. Will Design Your Life School work for me? Great question. So there are obviously no guarantees when it comes to programs or memberships or life for that matter, right? There's no guarantees in life. But what I can say is that I've talked to and worked with many, many women who have applied my Design Your Life process to their lives and businesses, and they all have had amazing results that have really started the path of transformation and expansion into who they want to be. So the results have varied, but they've been everything from hiring VAs to hitting new income milestones to getting childcare support to creating signature programs to enrolling high-end clients to mapping out their biggest business goals and a plan for reaching them, for making time for personal care and personal development like daily meditation or exercise. So the really amazing thing is that when you set the intention to design your life, business doesn't just improve, but you improve as well. And that's kind of the philosophy behind Design Your Life School. The underlying factor is that with Design Your Life School, you will be taking clear, consistent strides towards creating success on your terms. So this is really, really key. If you commit to Design Your Life School, if you complete the work, make the most of the support and accountability available to you, I have no doubt you will experience a real transformation in both life and in business. And if for whatever reason you feel like Design Your Life School is no longer a fit, you can cancel your membership at any time. There's no contracts. We don't lock you into anything. As I mentioned before, there is a 10-day money-back guarantee upon first enrolling. So if you enroll and then decide it's not a great fit, right off the bat, we can, release you from your monetary obligation. Or if you want to cancel at any point in the future, it's no questions asked. We, take care of that for you. Oh, good question. This one just came through. How will I get the lessons and will calls be recorded? So all of the Design Your Life School content is housed within our exclusive members only portal. And it's there that you can find the audios, the call recordings, worksheets, resources, fillable templates. All of the live calls are recorded and will be added to the members portal. There's also the Facebook group where we connect, and you'll obviously get emails from me whenever I add something to the member portal or have directives for you or advice for you. You'll get emails around that so that you're not always having to check in to see if stuff is there. You'll get an update to let you know that it is available. Let's see if any other questions came through. What is the time commitment required? Good question. So every month you'll be receiving a Design Your Life calendar with important dates, lessons, and training so you can easily schedule everything into your calendar. So also included are time approximations so that you have a sense of how long each training or lesson will take so you can factor that in. So you'll know, oh, this section of the workbook is probably going to take me about a half hour. I'll schedule that in on Tuesday afternoon when I have a free chunk of time. Or that live call is going to be on Wednesday. I'll make sure I schedule that in right up front so that I don't schedule anything into that time frame. So the calendar that you'll receive on the first of every month will give you the outline and the layout for the entire month. So you know all of the stuff that's coming up and you can pre-plan for it instead of things just arriving and you feeling like, oh, I didn't realize we had a call tomorrow and now I've scheduled something at the same time. And even though you'll obviously get access to the replay, if being live on the call is something that's important to you, hopefully having the calendar well in advance will enable you to get yourself on those live calls. Is there one-on-one support available? Good question. So to ensure your success, I make myself extremely accessible in the Facebook group and also host 2 live interactive group calls every single month. So there's lots of ways to connect with me and to learn from me. But if you'd like deeper one-on-one support, there are 2 a la carte options that you can add on at any time if you would like to dive deeper. You can add on a jam session with me, which is just a 20-minute mini coaching session. You can add that on at any point, just one and done, or you can purchase a package and you'll get a discounted rate if you purchase 2 or more. And that way, if you want a little bit more attention, a little more one-on-one support, you have some questions maybe you don't want to ask in front of the group or just feel like you want to dive deeper into it with me, we're able to come together in that way. If that's something you're ever interested in adding on, in a certain month or a certain series of months, that's something that you can just reach out to me about in the Facebook group or email hello@kaylinasher.com and we can do that for you. Another thing that we do offer also is a week of email coaching that you can add that on. It's another a la carte option. So if there's a month where you're feeling like you just like a little bit more exchange with me, a little bit more support, we can set you up with a week of email coaching. You'll fill out a really in-depth coaching form, and then I record you a customized audio so that you receive one-on-one coaching directly from me to you based on what came through for that week. So those are two options for deeper support. Obviously, I also have, my 4-month coaching program and other things available, but these are special offers just for members of the Design Your Life School community. And these are a la carte. So you can add on 1 month and you're not locked into it in any way, shape, or form. Oh, timer ran out. I guess that means it's time to close up the webinar. I want to thank all of you who have stuck with me for the length of this. It has been truly an honor to spend this time with you. I so appreciate you making the time and having looks like we have that was probably our last Business Clarity Accelerator. There might be one left. If you're still hanging on, let me check real quick before we totally close out. I think we might have one final Business Clarity Accelerator left. If anybody joins right now, before we close up the webinar, I will honor that. So if you're thinking about it, on the fence about, pressing the buy button, know that if your payment comes through, within the next couple minutes, that we will gift you Business Clarity Accelerator as well. So I want to thank you again for sticking with me, for being interested in Design Your Life School, for asking your questions. And if there's anything I haven't yet addressed that you want to ask me about, feel free to email hello@kaylinasher.com, reach out to me on Facebook, wherever you find me. Let me know your questions if they haven't yet been answered, because I'd love to clear those up for you in case this is something you're feeling compelled to move through with. So thanks again, guys. I'm going to let you go. And I really, really hope that you enjoyed today's webinar. Take care, guys. Bye.